Hello lovely people of the internet, welcome back. So I haven't done a video in a while. I'd love to have another excuse besides I needed a break from social media, so I stopped doing things, but I don't. The honest fact, that's what it was. And yeah, then I just kind of got lazy and life, so yeah. But I thought I might as well start back up, and it also really goes to my face, so hi. So what I'm actually gonna do, because I actually have to be somewhere today, which is fun for once, I'm gonna do like a date night makeup sort of look, something. I don't know what this is, but we're going with it. And I'm also gonna use a couple things from my glossy box this month. I can't actually show you the box. I'll put a picture of it up because my thingy is propped up on the box itself. So without further ado, let's just go and get it. I need to prime. I'm gonna use an Illamasqua Hydra Veil Hydrating Gel. It's a primer. It's a little itty pot. It's a little like me. This one came in my glossy box this month. Glossy box is actually really cool. It's like I think one of the better subscription boxes out there anyway. I just want to smell it. Literally, it looks. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, like it's literally a gel. So I'm gonna prime with that. Oh god. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'm going with it. I don't know how much I need of this. I'm just gonna. Look. That's actually kind of disgusting, but we're gonna go with it. I've been watching a lot of videos and learning new things as well. Namely Jackie Aina videos, because I mean, if you don't know who Jackie Aina is, you need to get with the times, bro. And yeah, I have new tattoos as well, but we'll get into that later. This primer is extremely tacky, like. But yeah, I'm okay with that. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, this is a trait that for if you have oily skin, and this is something that I did actually learn from Jackie Anna because she has oily skin. So I will mainly get oily right there. So basically where everybody else gets oily in your T-zone, but my skin just in general. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is just take like any normal setting powder that is your skin tone. And that's what you're going to use. I'm using the number 7, it's the number 7 perfect like loose powder. Mine's in the shade dark. This powder doesn't actually come in like the widest range. It literally goes light, medium, dark, which isn't the greatest. But if dark kind of works for me, it wouldn't work for people darker than me, which there obviously are. But for me anyway, that's what I am gonna use. Ooh. It comes with a velour puff, like one of these ones, but I left mine in it and I was covered in powder, which is real smart of me, but that's actually not a bad thing. I'm going to use the bottom of my sponge, which I haven't washed in like a month. The sponge is damp and you need it to be damp for this purpose. I'm just going to dip it in there, kind of tap off some of it on the back of my hand, and then just like powder this area. What this does is, one, it helps your makeup last longer, for one. 2, it helps control shine and like your oiliness. And 3, it actually does give you like some coverage. Like you see, I since I've been doing this, which is basically all a lockdown, so since March, I haven't actually needed as much like foundation or concealer or whatever on to put on, because this already gave me enough coverage as it was. What I do is I go like right here, like right under my eyes and my nose, down where I get my laugh lines, because I'm a very animated person, so like they're very prominent for me, and that's when makeup breaks up for me. That's where it breaks up first. I also, and this again just because it's me, got on my jawline. I think I just hit puberty. I got on my jawline because I have I'm more of a hairy girl, got with that polycystic ovary life, so I wax and tweeze and shave my face and all of that a lot. So down here I do, like, with the years of not knowing, do have like quite a bit of texture and like markings and scars and things like that. So I just go over it there to again to help the makeup last longer and for giving some sort of coverage. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna highlight under my foundation. So I'm gonna use the Milani Strobe Light. I've got mine in the shade number 2 Day Glow. Luminescence, something. my double chin. This is really, like, a little bit of this goes a long way, so I actually put it on the back of my hand and then kind of go from there, really, like that much. And even that is gonna be too much. Like, watch and you'll see what I mean. So like, I'm just using a foundation brush. It's just like a flat foundation brush that everybody has. I'm gonna take a little bit of it. It's kind of like I'm painting when I do this part, and right there, I do one side at a time, and I put it on my hand because this does dry down incredibly quick. Like, you can see, like, it dries down, so that's why I sort of, you know, do it one side at a time. Right, so now that that's done, I don't know if I mentioned, but I am going for more of a bronzy look today. So I have done, like, my nose bridge and, like, my brow bone and things like that. I look very much glazed and something right now, which is fine, but we are gonna, you know, when you cover it up with your foundation and things, it looks perfectly fine. So there's nothing to worry about right now. So what I'm gonna do, again, this is another trick that I learned from Miss Jackie Aina, because it's something I didn't realize, and I always kept fighting with it because I didn't know what it was that I was doing wrong. So if you're more melanated than others, right? So generally dark skinned people, we might have, you know, uneven skin tones, like you know, color wise. I'm not saying I'm the darkest by any means at all, but like with me, around my mouth will always turn out a little bit ashier and grayer and darker than, you know, other parts of my face. So I would put my foundation on and everything, I'd look great, and then that part would just be dull and ashy and just not cute at all. So what I learned was to color correct under that to match everything else, pretty much. And by color correcting, I mean, I'm not going to shove an orange on my face, because that's not the version of color correcting I'm going to do. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a concealer that's my skin tone and go around those areas. So where you would normally do, so like under your eyes, I'm going to put it, obviously. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 9. Yeah, number 9. I'm gonna use that. This one is more, I don't even know what to say with this one. So I'm gonna go like right under my eye, so where I normally would, because again, that's where I get dark as well. Like most people, I think we get dark under our eyes. And then I'm gonna go around my mouth, and you'll see what I mean when it's not as stark of a change. Oh, hi, that's my lip, as you would think it is. But all it will do at the end is just sort of even out your skin tone to make you look one colour. And I also take mine along jawline, because again, pigmentation is a different colour. This concealer does go a long way, and I would say not use a lot, but I mean, look at the amount I'm using. Okay, so what I would do is I would let the under eye one, you know, sort of breathe and just set and do its thing. And that's a good trick. Like if you want to get your concealer to last longer or to have more coverage, let it dry down. So while that's happening, I'm just going to blend out everything else around my face. Right, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to let that dry down a little bit more, and in the meantime what I'm going to do is actually going to put my foundation on, because you don't, if I'm going to put this concealer and I'm going to put another concealer on top of it, I don't need to put foundation there, so I don't really need to focus it. And this is again something I've learned just like playing around with makeup all throughout lockdown, because I had nothing else to do with my time. So like I wouldn't put foundation purposefully under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, because again, when it breaks down, your nose is going to be the first thing to go for generally everybody. For me, my laugh lines go as well, so I don't want it to look cakey and have too much on it. And it's working because my sister mentions it and she never does that. So I'm going to use the Benefit Hello Happy words. Yes, so it's the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. Is shade 8. I think this one's really cute. I, as always, put my foundation on the back of my hand, because I just don't like dropping things on my face. Like that's no bacteria, no thank you. So then I'll just like put my foundation where I want it to go. Don't ask me what that accent was, because I don't know. And then all I'm going to do is just blend this out. And while I'm blending this out, if you've gotten this far in my video, why haven't you subscribed yet? I'm listening. So pause the video if you want. So while I blend this out, there's a subscribe button. Like, I don't know which side it's going to be on, but you know, if you could hit that, that'd be great. Because I mean, if you made it this far, you had to like it. So if you do subscribe, you get to know when I upload my videos first. And I mean, hey, help me grow. I'll keep you entertained. Why not? Did it? Cool. I've blended everything out, like my foundation, and now I haven't actually put any on my nose yet. None. So what we're gonna do, please make sure your foundation is blended into your neck. We don't want any lines of demarcation. 2020 has already been rough. We don't need you doing that too, right? Cool. So what I'm gonna do is, with my same sponge I've been using to blend up my foundation, which I've just run over my nose, I'm gonna go blend in and blend out my concealer. And again, this is a concealer that sets down. So if you need to, just like take your setting spray. Where is my setting spray? I'm using the Morphe continuous setting mist one because I just prefer this one, and just spray it over real quick. It kind of wakes everything back up, because when it does set down, it doesn't move really, essentially. So, but you kind of want it to. So, and then you could go back in and blend out. And the thing is, as you're blending out your concealer, it's gonna go on your nose as well, so you don't need to, any extra product everywhere. And remember, we highlighted under the foundation. Hi, look how pretty that is. And then whatever left over really from my eyes, I kind of just run it around my nose, up the forehead, like so. Next is, like I said, I lay on my concealer. It turns out that it is working a lot better for me. So I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade beige. I'm just gonna put a little bit of it in the corner of my eye. This is more just to brighten now than anything. It's not really to conceal as much. I mean, obviously you're still gonna do something, but it's not really to conceal. I'm also gonna do my warrior marks right on my forehead, because I got a big head. I got a 5 head, like I got a big forehead. And then just down the bridge of my nose. I got a big nose too, and I ain't trying to hide it. I'm just highlighting it, so if anything's gonna make it look bigger, I don't really care. Let's just put a little bit there, just because I got a chubby face, so kind of want to bring everything forward, like my jaw was before I had it broken and put back in place. That's a story for another time. So I'm gonna use this It's an e.l.f. monochromatic multi-stick. This one's in the shade Glimmering Guava. People say guava. I'm from Trinidad. We say guava. I'm gonna say guava. I'm gonna put this on my cheeks. I'm gonna use a 2-finger method. Behave yourself, children. And then just tap it on my cheekbones. I just kind of tap it, and then on the bridge of my nose, where I would put my bronzer as well, and then just kind of tap it around. For some reason, the 2-finger method just works a lot better and a lot nicer in blending everything out, and it's quicker and easier too. And then I'm just gonna blend out the concealer. So I'm gonna set my face, and I'm gonna use the Revolution Banana Light baking powder to do that. I'm just gonna tip out a little bit in the cap of my normal face powder. I'm not gonna like heavily bake. It's more like just setting in place, because I don't want to overdo it. So I'm just gonna take it again. I tap off everything on the back of my hand, because for some reason it just makes more sense to me to do that. I don't know. I'm just gonna press it into there. Yep. I am gonna go down the sides of my mouth, because again, like, I crease there really quickly, and makeup breaks up there really quickly for me. So I mean, obviously if that's not a problem for you, you don't have to do this either. I said I wasn't gonna bake big, and look at me looking like I just dipped my head or something. I shouldn't have. I'm gonna get a little fine brush, if I can find one. sorry. I'm just gonna take this little flat brush and just take a little bit of powder and just go down the bridge of my nose. Yep, just like that. Cool. So to bronze, I'm actually gonna mix two things. I'm gonna mix the NYX matte bronzer in the shade medium and the Fenty bronzer in the shade Beige and Gal. So I'm gonna go with this one, with the NYX one first, because the NYX one's a little bit cooler. It's not as bright and sun-kissed. So I'm gonna use this one to mimic a contour as well. Because I'm not gonna fully contour, because again, during lockdown I've kind of just gotten bored of it. So hey. But now I'm just gonna use Beige and Gal to kind of just give me a little bit more of a sun-kissed sort of look. I really wish you would come up with a shade of this called Trini Gal. But it'll make my little Trini heart happy. It really, really would. I mean, hush, we do one for every one of the Caribbean countries. Why not? We're all this. I say, anyway, I'm gonna just shut up and bronze. Alright, aren't we bronzy? So now I'm gonna do blush. I'm gonna use something else from my that was really aggressive, I'm sorry. Something else from my Glossy box. It is the Beauty Crop Stargazing Blush Duo. Mine's in the shade, I think it is just Stargazing, I don't know. I've also never heard of this brand before, so we're gonna see what happens. Orion Glow, that's what they say. See, look. Can you? Doesn't want to focus? No, okay, never mind. It says Orion Glow, so that's what we're gonna use, and it actually does look really pretty. I haven't tried it out. Look at that. So we're gonna what I'm gonna do anyway is I'm gonna just mix the two of them, because that one's really nice and coppery and bronzy. That one's a little bit more pink and peachy. I like both of those colors, so I'm just going to see what happens. I don't know how the color payoff will be on this, so I'm gonna tread lightly first and then we'll see what happens. Oh, okay, cool. That's really pretty. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? I mean, that is a really nice color payoff. Like, on camera it doesn't look the same as it does in real life. I'm not rubbing my blush by the way, I kind of pat my blush on. I just prefer this way of applying it, really. Obviously if you don't, you can do it another way. I also always put blush on the tip of my nose. I don't know why, for some reason I do, and I just run it down like the sides of it. Again, don't know why I do, but I just always have, so that's what I'm doing. And then I just run a little bit of it, like just up where my bronzer was, just because I think it's nice just to have all of it sort of, you know, tied in to one. I'm contemplating highlight because at the minute it looks like I don't need it because of obviously, you know what, I can't hold things today. Right now it looks like I don't need it, but obviously in real life it looks slightly different, but I don't want to, you know, overdo it yet, so I'll wait till the end because I can always, you know, do that. Alright, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Now, I'm a person who's only started doing her eyebrows in lockdown because I never used to do them before, like, at all. So I'm not gonna film it because I'm not, like, you know, all there yet. Oh, hi. So I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna film it yet because I'm not the greatest and my days are really hit or miss. Honestly, I'm sorry about the sun coming in because, I mean, I can't really argue with Mother Nature. I'm filming in front of a window. So, but yes, I'm gonna use the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil. This is a new one that I've been using and I've actually really liked it. Mine's in the shade Espresso. I think I got mine in the shade did I? Yes, it's in the shade Espresso. I don't know what that little dance was, but we're gonna do it. So it comes with a spoolie on one end and then your pencil on the other end. These I actually do really like because even though I have a spoolie, it's easy for me to just like flick between them. So I'm gonna do these and we're gonna come back and see if I was successful or not. So that didn't turn out too bad. I mean, like I said, I've only started doing my eyebrows, like, you know, during lockdown because I was like, not to sound really cocky, but the Lord blessed me with good eyebrows, so I just need to brush them through and we're good. I'm out the door. But my sister's the person who kind of started convincing me to do them. So this is where we are. We're getting better as we go. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna fill this bit in a little bit more because we're looking a little bit sparse. And actually all I do is I just fill them in. I don't actually do anything else with my eyebrows. I would love to tell you that I did, but I don't. What I'm gonna do is, I need a brush. So I'm gonna use this Morphe M139 brush. It's like my favorite blending brush ever. Like, it's just that. I'm gonna take the, complete side note. I don't know where I got all this energy from. To be sat in my room by myself, in front of my window, talking to a screen. One here, sorry, I'm flashing people. We're gonna ignore that. So I'm gonna take the Fenty bronzer on a brush, and again, another trick I learned from Miss Jackie. I'm gonna link a bit like one of my favorite videos from Jackie in the description box below. So go check her out. Like, honestly, she's amazing. And anyway, I'm just gonna take that. I'm gonna run it right here. I kind of like run it into my the front of my eyebrow. And then I just bring it down. I kind of like, I don't even know if it fakes a nose job. It just kind of, I like how it looks, so that's why I do it. Is the only logic I have for it. I can't remember what Jackie does it for. But there's an actual reason she did it besides she liked it. And then what I actually do is I take the same bronzer and I do just run it in my crease. To be quite honest with you, because that's what the look I'm kind of going for today. So. And then what I'm going to do is the other bronzer, and purely for the purposes of right now, because I happen to use two bronzers, I'm going to use the other one, the next one. The same brush, I'm going to dip into that again, and this I'm just going to put on like the outer edge and just sort of, darken it up a little bit. I always start like on the lash line for some reason, I don't know why, and then sort of work my way up into the brow bone. Into my natural crease there. Then what I'm gonna do is just take that color and run it along my bottom lash line. I only want the dark one down there, I don't want the lighter one. What we are gonna do with the Fenty one anyway, is, this thing, like, I use my bronzers as eyeshadow. There's nothing that says that you can't. There's really nothing. I'm gonna get a flat brush, and I'm just gonna run that over my lid, just because I don't want to have just a bare lid. It won't look that different, but I'm just gonna, essentially all I'm doing is just setting my lid, because I did like have, concealer and things on there. So effectively that's all I'm really doing. It's nothing special at all I'm doing with it. It's purely the purpose of me doing this. Then we're gonna take a brown liner, which I'm using it's an elf one. It ain't got a name on it. I can't remember what it is, but it's just an elf. Ow. 2 seconds. Yeah, so just a brown elf eyeliner, an old liner anyway. I'm just gonna run it in my bottom line, and I'm just gonna basically tight line my bottom and my tops. If you can't tight line your top line, don't do it. Like, it's fine. I mean, it took me ages to learn how to tight line. So this is what you're gonna look like when you tight line. So if you're not comfortable, don't do it. You're basically just gonna go right there, and you look a little bit possessed. I'm pretty sure it's how I'm looking right now. Whatever I need to do to get it done, really. Hi. So I'm contemplating eyeliner, and I think, oh, I gotta move. I think I am actually gonna do it, but I'm gonna do like a really thin, tiny little wing. I always say this and then I end up with a full-blown wing. So I'm just gonna do this, and like, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so I'll be back, because I need to be like this close to my mirror. You're not gonna see it, so sorry. Right, that didn't turn out too bad. I mean, they are ever so slightly different, but my hair flicks that way, so you ain't even gonna see it anyway. So we're gonna stop over our head, cut over our head, and not wreck anything. Now, I don't know why I have this much energy, but I do. And yeah, we're gonna go with it. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and do some mascara. It'd help if I got my mascara out, wouldn't it? Hold, please. I kind of mix two mascaras, only because of what they do individually. So first I'm going to use the e.l.f. Volumizing and Defining Mascara. And I'm a bottom wiggle up girl from the outside in. So from the bottom, just wiggle it up and roll it out. And then I just kind of like flick the end of it. and then I go in to the others. I just sort of wiggle it up. And what I'm gonna do is take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and then sort of, you know, just go over it ever so slightly. Yeah, for me, because this one's a little bit drier, it works really well to give me some, you know, really nice looking eyelashes. In real life anyway, not on the screen. I'm just gonna do it on my bottom as well. So I am gonna do some highlight. I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator set, and it's crusty as hell because I've had this for so long. So I'm gonna mix. Right, I've had this that long. Gilded Honey's broken. I'm gonna take Gilded Honey and Ballerina, like mix the two of them, and just run those on my cheekbones. Then I'm gonna take it down, like right here. I don't even know what that part is called, and then down the bridge of my nose. On my Cupid's bow. On the arch of my eyebrow. And then with a little brush, if I can find it, I'm gonna take just Gilded Honey and put that on the inside, in my inner tear duct, because I love me a bright inner corner. Right, last but not least, we're going to do the lips, and this is what we're going to use. So to line them, I'm going to use this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stain Place lip liner pencil. It's the shade number 8 Spice, and I'm going to just line my lips. I am guilty of slightly overlining my lips now, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Then I'm going to use two Fenty things. I'm going to use the liquid, it's a lip stunner lip paint. This one is in the shade Uncuffed. Quite frankly, that is what I am, because a girl single as hell. So anyway, we're going to use Uncuffed as a liquid lipstick. Sorry, bruh, but I just love this color anyway. It's a lovely sort of like mauvey nude, which works really well for me anyway. And then I just need to let it dry down for a second. We're gonna put a gloss balm over it. We're gonna put, what shade is this one? Fenty Glow. We're going to put over it. I'm actually gonna put it on my finger and then put it on my lip because I don't want to dirty the one on there too much. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I just kind of dot it and then sort of like pat it around a little bit. And that is what we're left with. Right, I'm gonna do a real quick outfit change. I'll be back because actually I have places to go and I'm kind of running a little bit late. Right, so this is pretty much me done. So I am actually filming this on a Saturday. Whatever day it goes up, I don't know. Probably maybe Wednesday. Yeah, so I am actually going out tonight. But can we just take a minute, please, and appreciate how cute this necklace is? It's a Trini necklace. Hi. And a rose necklace. And these earrings, like, ooh. They're from this brand. Sorry, I got like a little peach fuzz under the armpits, but it's fine, it's cool. So one of the lovely little ladies that I went to university with, she actually put me on to this brand. They're called Keone, and it's a black woman owned brand, right? And their stuff is just so nice. Like, I'm in love with these earrings. These are the goddess earrings, and these are just the country pendants. Obviously this one is just a rose anyway, but she does have a code for them. It's AM10. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere, and also put it in the description box, the link. But you should really check them out. You know, go support your fellow woman, go support your fellow black woman. You know, I mean, if you just want stuff like really nice, and thing is, they're not expensive, they're really not, and her code will get you money off as well. I mean, they're really nice, and I'm in love with them. But yeah, no, I hope so, you know, go check them out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun to be back. I don't know where I got all this energy coming from, but we got it, and we're gonna keep rolling with it. I don't even know what that was. Hopefully I'll upload more often now, and I'll get back into the swing of things, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, in the meantime, if you haven't If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. You know, like the video, share it, give it to your granny, your auntie that really don't care. Put it in front of a 3-year-old. Cool, if it, you know. But yeah, no, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one, angels. Bye.